Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a look using the new BH Cosmetics Shaaanxo palette, and I was up really late, I guess you could say, or early to get this palette because it launched at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I had my alarm set to get this bad boy. So congratulations Shannon on the palette. It's absolutely beautiful and I can't wait to show you guys it in action. So I just started off my face as usual. I did a primer from Nars, and then I'm using my Nars Sheer Glow, and I added some of that Tatcha beauty oil I've been talking about, and the oil is just going to help give my skin a really dewy, glowy look. And if you could tell, before I applied foundation my skin was really dull, so I wanted to counteract that. So I got my Nars Sheer Glow, which is really yellow tone, but with all the products I'm going to be applying on top, it's going to match a lot better. So right now it looks really yellow, but it will match my body a little bit better once we move on to other products. So I'm just filling in my brows and then cleaning them up with some Studio Finish concealer as always. And then we are going to move on to the eyes. So I also picked up this BH Cosmetics little paint pot they have. It's actually a dupe for Soft Ochre from MAC. It's almost exactly the same color and basically the same thing. So I'm using this in place of my MAC Soft Ochre, and I do plan on doing a whole video on MAC dupes. One of you guys gave me a suggestion to do that, so that is coming soon. So this is the palette. Haven't even touched it yet. I swatched a few of the eyeshadow colors and I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I'm starting off with this shade at the top. It's just a matte nude shade, and I'm applying that all over my lid up to my brow bone. So this is just going to help set that paint pot so that when I apply eyeshadow on top, it's just going to blend a whole lot better. I always do this step every time to set my paint pot, just because the consistency is different than that of a shadow. So if you want to put powder on top of powder, it's just going to be a lot easier to blend than if you put powder on top of a cream product like a paint pot. So I'm going in with that first shade. It's just a mustard tone. I'm not sure how to really describe it. It's super unique. I don't have anything like it in my collection, and I really wanted to use that color specifically for this look. So I'm putting that in my crease as my transition shade, and then I'm going in with this brick reddish color, really warm tone shades for this look. You could do cool, you could do warm. There's a mixture of shades in this palette. That's why I love it so much. So I'm using the really warm tone shades, and I'm putting this in my outer corner heavily, and then I'm just going to gradually blend it out. I really want to focus it though on that outer third of my eye. Now we're taking this beautiful rose tone shade, and I'm using that Wet n Wild concealer brush, which is a dupe for the MAC 242. I'm using a lot of MAC dupes in this video. Maybe this should have been my MAC dupe video. But I'm applying this all over my lid, and I'm just gradually swiping it to blend into that outer corner. So as you can see, you could be as messy as you want on that lid, and it's just going to blend over top of that shade and just blend nicely into that outer corner. So you can leave the shade as is, but I am going to foil it. So I'm using a little bit of MAC Fix Plus and applying that to my brush. And I'm just going to swipe that over top of the color, and this is just going to dampen that color and really bring out the intensity in that shade. Now I'm just going back in with a little bit of my transition shade to further blend out the look, because the edges needed a little bit more blending. So this look is actually really similar to my prom makeup look I did using my Morphe 350 palette, but I did it much more intense, and I'm adding some winged liner to this look. So if you like my prom makeup but wanted maybe a little bit more dramatic then this look is definitely for you. So I'm adding some wing liner to this look. I'm using my Ardency in Punker liner, which I recently hauled and absolutely love. It dries down better than the Kat Von D and it is intense. It is really black. So now I'm just applying some mascara to my lashes because we will be applying some falsies. I'm using the Velour Fluff and Wispy, which I also recently hauled. These are beautiful lashes and just give the perfect amount of drama for this look. Moving on to my under eyes, we will finish off the shadow on the under eye after I'm done my concealer. So I'm just applying my corrector, which is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It is a pink tone. I always do this step prior to applying my concealer. So I'm laying this down first with, I believe this is a MAC 195 brush. It is a synthetic concealer brush. So I'm just applying that product down, and then I'm going to use my new Tarte Rainforest of the Sea not seal, which I said in my haul video. I can't believe I said seal. When I was editing that video and I didn't even realize I said seal, I was laughing so hard. I'm glad you guys found that funny too, because you know, when I am filming videos or even when I'm editing, it just doesn't go perfectly most of the time. So that video was full of bloopers. But I'm loving this concealer too. It's really thin in consistency. It does dry fast. So you can see right here, I am going just over top of the concealer really quickly. Probably shouldn't have laid it down, but I remembered after I did that I probably shouldn't have done that. So I had to quickly blend it out. But I'm going back just to further blend out my under eye area, and then I'm going to be setting it using the Estee Edit, this blue light powder. So I'm applying that under my eye to brighten. And I have been loving this powder. I've heard mixed things about the Estee Edit line, but all the products I've tried so far I have really loved. So I'm just using this to apply underneath my eyes and then to set areas of my face where I applied the concealer. And then after I did that, I decided I want to put it all over my face. So I just continued using that same brush. I probably would have used something bigger if I was planning on putting it all over my face. But you know, you live, you learn, and I decided to do this after. So it took me a little bit longer, but that's what happened. At this point, I don't even need to say anything, I don't think. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. You guys know my love is deep for this thing. Seriously considering throwing out, well, not throwing out, but giving away all my other bronzers because I haven't touched them at all since buying this. And this is absolutely hands down my favorite bronzer of all time, and I say that in every video I use it because I just can't get enough of it. If you see it applying to my skin, it just kind of melts into my skin. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously amazing. It's so good. Now I'm just going to finish off my under eye area. I will be applying black to my waterline. Favorite eye kohl. I honestly don't use anything other than this either. It's from YSL. 100% worth the money. It's the blackest and most long wearing waterline black eye pencil you will ever use. Guaranteed. And now I'm just going back with those shades I used in my crease. Going in with that mustardy color just to buff out my lower lash line, and then I'm going to tightly pack in that brick red color along my lash line. For lips, the palette comes with 9 shades. Range of shades. You have pinks, you have nudes, you have some reds, darker shades. It's like the perfect mix. So I was going to the nudes and I'm like, nope, going to put this reddish orange shade on my lips. I love colors like this so much. But first, have to line my lips. So I'm using my MAC High Energy. It's a pro longwear color. Just going to line my lips with that, and then I'm going to fill in my lips using a lip brush. See, this is how my videos go. I'm using a lip brush to apply that color on my lips. And then we will be applying blush because I'm all over the place in this video apparently. So I'm using the Nars blush in Luster. I've been neglecting my Nars blushes lately, but because I used a Nars primer and the foundation, I'm like, you know what? Let's use a Nars blush. So this used to be one of my favorite colors, and I don't know why I stopped using it, but love it. Luster. And then I'm going in with this shade from Bobbi Brown. It is their bronze limited edition highlight shade. I can't even begin to describe this. This is so pretty, especially with the tan. It just gives the best glow to your face. So I'm applying that on my cheekbones, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then down the bridge of my nose. And then we're going to set everything with a setting spray. This is from Jar Cosmetics, and it's a lavender scent. And that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.